Hello everyone. Today we are going through inheritance concept quickly. Remember, these videos are to do revision of a topic. You can visit my classroom videos which are in detail. That link is posted in description. Now, which is our topic today? That is inheritance. So definition of inheritance. Acquiring properties of parent into child is called as inheritance. So remember again, acquiring properties of parent into child is called as inheritance. Now why inheritance? Remember these three things. To reuse features of parent class, to change features of members of a parent class, to add features into a parent class. Remember all these three things. To reuse features, to change features, and to add features. See this example now. What I mentioned here, I have class A with two variables A and B having value 10, 20. Another class I have which is B extends A, which is subclass, having two variables B and C. You can observe here what I did in this data. B is repeated here. B equal to 20 in superclass and B equal to 30 in subclass and C equal to 40. Now I am creating an object of B and I am going to call B dot A, then B dot B, then B dot C. Now what will happen here? B dot A will be giving answer as a 10, B dot B will be giving as a 30 and B dot C will be giving us as a 40. Observe B dot B. What has happened here? It's not giving 20, it's giving you 30. That means it is changing features of parent class. B dot A means reusing a parent members. B dot C means adding a feature into parent class without disturbing it, without affecting parent class. Some important points to remember for inheritance. Parent doesn't know child. Child inherit only those members from parent which child doesn't have. In simple words, if child already have any variable or method, it won't be getting parent class member, same member I mean to say. One more point, we need to consider access specifier concept also. If we want to have some members of parent class into child class and those members are private, they won't come to subclass. See this example, same thing I am showing here. I have class C having one variable which is private. I have another class D which is subclass of C. Variable A will not come there. If you try to call, it will definitely give a compile timer. Why that is happened? Because access specifier is not allowing us. That means guys, what you need to remember, parent class members comes to child but having some validations for it, some regulations for it. Private members won't come. If that member already exists in child, then it won't come. So please remember all this. Some more important points are there for inheritance that also you need to remember. We cannot assign superclass to subclass. We cannot extend final class. We cannot extend a class which has only private constructor. But if we have a private constructor as well as public constructor in superclass, then we can extend superclass to subclass. But remember, in subclass we need to call that public constructor, and in that case only public constructor will work. Next, Java doesn't support multiple inheritance in case of classes, but it supports in case of interfaces. I'm going to cover that in abstraction video. Next is, class cannot extend itself. That is not possible in Java. That is, class A extends A. Same class cannot be extended to same class. One more important thing, that is dynamic dispatch. What does dynamic dispatch means? When we assign subclass to superclass, you can see in this example, AA new A, that is the object of superclass, BB new B, that is the object of subclass. What I am trying to do here, I am assigning B to A, small b to small a, means I am trying to assign subclass reference to superclass reference. This is the only called as dynamic dispatch. It is equivalent to A new B, where I am assigning subclass to superclass. What will happen with this? This is very important. In interview, always ask A new B. This is very important. In Spring Framework, we use same pattern. In Selenium, we use same pattern. Everywhere this pattern is getting followed. Always, it is the industry standard. Always you should create an object in this way. Left hand side you should have superclass. Right hand side you should have subclass. What will happen with A new B? That question will be always there, where A is superclass and B is subclass. In this case, everything of A will get compiled. Everything of A. While compiling, it won't look for class B. But at the runtime, what happens? Remember, at the runtime, what happens? All members of class A will get called, including methods and variables. Variables strictly remember. But in case of method, there are little flexibility. Those methods which are repeated in A and B, interpreter selects methods of class B. Those methods are overridden here. So what happens summarizingly, class A, whenever you write A new B, everything of A will get called, but those methods which are overridden by B will get also called. Don't make mistake here. Many people do mistake. They think about variable also same thing, but that's not true. That's not true. Following are various types of inheritance. Remember, these are the types of inheritance. Theoretically, at least you should remember these. Single inheritance, that is simple inheritance. Multi-level inheritance, hierarchical inheritance, multiple inheritance, and hybrid inheritance. I'll show each one of these through a diagram. First one, simple inheritance. See how it looks. Then multi-level inheritance. What happens here? Class A is there, then class B is there, then class C, D, unlimited classes will be there. Class A members comes to class B members comes to class C members comes to class D. Then there is something called hierarchical inheritance. This is usually used in every industry. Superclass, then they have multiple subclasses, then every subclass will have multiple more subclasses, like that it will go on. Let's say one example I can say, you can see this diagram. I can have vehicle as superclass, then two-wheeler and four-wheeler as subclass, then inside two-wheeler I can have Hero Honda, Bajaj, in four-wheeler we can have Elan, Hyundai, Maruti, and it will go on like that. That is a hierarchy inheritance. Multiple inheritance, this is what? Multiple superclasses, but single subclass. That is not allowed, remember, in case of classes. What is hybrid inheritance? It's mix of all. It's mix of all. You can come see in this diagram. It includes of multiple inheritance also. As I said, multiple inheritance is not allowed in Java, and therefore hybrid also. You may face question, why multiple inheritance is not allowed in Java? See in this diagram. I have two superclasses A and B, and I have subclass C. Let's say C has a constructor, and you all know in constructor at first line, Java automatically puts a super. Now here super gets confused. Which constructor to call, whether of A or B. That's the issue. And that's why they stopped us from doing multiple inheritance. But in case of interfaces, there is no constructor at all. So there is no question of getting conflict or collision of constructors. That's why multiple inheritance is not allowed. Remember this answer. There are many more questions, interview questions. As you all know, in this video series of revision, I am always covering interview questions as much as possible for you all. So questions like, what is dynamic dispatch? Earlier I discussed that, A new B something. What to do if you do not want your class to be extended? There are two answers for it. Make your constructor as a private or make your class as a final. Then no one can extend your class. What if constructor private? What if constructor private? Again, we cannot extend. We cannot create an object also. Why multiple inheritance not allowed? Just now I explained. Is multi-level inheritance allowed? Answer is yes, it is obviously allowed. Can class extend itself? Answer is no, no, you cannot do that. Why you use inheritance? You should say for three purposes: for adding a features, for reusing a features, for changing a features. in your project where you have used that. So you can give any example, any business use case that's of live project. Like let's say you can say I had a customer, and in my project there was a customer module, there was a customer class having different types of customers which were inheriting an original customer, like retail customer, wholesale customer, online customer, and the base class which is super class, that is customer, having some properties which were inherited by retail customer, wholesale customer, online customer, and some parts were changed in wholesale and online customer for taxation. So like that you can suggest that. One more thing at last I would say, superclass, subclass. There are different naming conventions for it. Some people say superclass as a base class, some people say it's a superclass, some people say it's a parent class, for child class or subclass. Some people say child class, derived class, or subclass. These are just naming conventions. So in this video, almost all points of inheritance covered with interview questions. So please revise these all topics, all interview questions. It will be really helpful for you to achieve whatever you want. You can read more about this in jpktutorials.com. You can test yourself on jpktest.com. Call us to join our classes on this number. You can see this number on screen. For more detail about our online as well as classroom classes, visit www.javakiran.com. Please give us comments. If you did not like this video, or if you like this video, please share your feedback to us. We are welcoming that. We'll try to improve on it. We'll make more and more material if you give us encouragement. Thank you for loving us. Thank you for supporting us. Please subscribe my channel to get more and more videos like this. Thank you.